Yeah, for sure, bro. Well, I'm just gonna play some super manly games right now. Like weightlifting simulator and punching people action simulator 2017. Crane lifting. Anyways, yeah. So I'll get back to you later after I'm done playing these games. Okay, we're finally back. Oh my god, I have been wanting to play this game for like a year now. Okay, let's get back into it. So, we're just gonna jump right back in where we left off. Hoshi says, if you're working alone, it's a really big project to finish in a week, on top of schoolwork. I was wondering if you wanted to lend a hand. Not to worry though, I already started preparing the materials, since I knew it was coming up. Of course she did. So, I just need some help putting the actual booth together. There are actually prizes for the best exhibit, but really, I just want to make an impression. A good exhibit reflects well on the class, even if it is a school-wide event, because there's like only 2 classes in this whole stinking school. The competition never really stops. Unfortunately, you would be right in that assessment. So, in the interest of our class, I don't really appreciate your help. No surprise there either. But you'll help me, won't you? Uh-oh, we better hurry and get to the gym. Do you know what we're doing there today? I'll make you copies of our festival materials afterwards. Wait, I didn't even get to agree. Oh well, it's not like I have anything better to do than to help Hoshi. Oh.
Hey, Hoshi! Hey, Shoji!
Ah! What are you doing in here?
Just finished changing?
Barely. That could have been bad.
Listen, I'm glad I caught you. I wanted to ask you something. You know about the festival coming up, right? We get to pick what we make an exhibit on. And if you weren't already planning on doing anything, I thought we could make one about track and field. It's fitting since we're both on the team, right? I think it would be really cool. If we do it well enough, it might show up all those other sports who think they're better than us. Just because we don't use a ball.
Oh, this voice is killer. It's been a long time since I've done the voice.
Doesn't mean we're not a good sport. Maybe I'm just bitter. Still, I'd love to hear any ideas you have for it. We better go though, I don't want to end up doing gym in my underwear. See you out there.
She already seems dressed, why would she have to do it in her underwear? Oh, wait, I'm supposed to help them both? Why does everyone just assume I'm going to agree? Oh man, what do I do? Oh no, I'm going to be late for gym. Well, later than normal. Put on all his makeup and pajamas to go to sleep. After both Selena and Hoshi asked me to help with their projects, they didn't mention it again. But now I just woke up to 2 messages on my phone. They both want me to meet them after class today to help. I don't want to have to favor either one of them, but what choice do I have? So, who do I help? Well, we're going on a Hoshi run this time, so we're going to help her out. Hoshi did ask me first, and she already has a lot of responsibilities being the class rep. I should help her. Well, thank you for agreeing to help me with this. I decided to focus on an academic topic. But I also wanted something that's going to attract people's attention. So, I'm documenting the differences in nonverbal communication between men and women. I think it'll work well because I can approach it from an educational standpoint, but have lots of visuals. We could use the body language examples from popular boy band singers. Ah, the most normal human males. Although I don't know too much about those. We could also have a poster called What He's Trying to Tell You. That should be really popular with the girls, and if it's academically based, their teachers should approve. Why this topic of all things? If she inspects my body language too hard, she might just find me out. I never even thought about something like that. Is it really all that different between genders? That could certainly be part of the hypothesis. From what general knowledge I have about this subject, yes. But I haven't actually studied it. But will you help me research it? I've already agreed, so I guess I don't have a choice. Sure, I'm not sure where to start. If we have time, it would be good to conduct some of our own research. For now, though, let's head to the library. I'm sure we could find credible articles that have been published. Can't we just use the search engine? Of course not. We need academic articles, not a top 10 list for some random blog. You don't think there's academic articles on the internet? I wonder if everyone else is putting this much effort into it. You know, like looking at a book. The whole school's talking about the upcoming festivals. It's a nice change of pace from worrying about tests and exams. But there's still something I can't stop worrying about. The fact that both Selena and Hoshi expect me to help them today. I thought you answered their text messages, dude. You just decided to go visit one and not answer the other? I don't like having to choose between them, but their projects are too different. I'd be useless if I tried to help them both at the same time. We never get anything done. So, who should I help today? You could go back and forth, that's weird. Yeah, help Hoshi, we gotta get this project done well. I'm really glad you showed up. Can you do me a favor? Can you look at these pictures and tell me what you think the people are feeling? The faces have been blurred out, so you can't see the expression at all. You have to tell strictly from their posture. And since I'm doing a study of body language, I'm making this into a game of sorts. It'll be informational, but fun too. People could see how good they are at reading the body language. Sure, I can look over these. Also, make sure to note the differences between male and female body language. That's the hypothesis of the whole exhibit, so we need to include all aspects of the both. Struck out that line. This doesn't seem too hard. And then we need to make copies of these pictures for everyone in the school, just in case. That's a lot of copies. That's like 4 whole copies. Now that it's the middle of the week, the projects are all over the place. Some of the girls who are procrastinating are in a panic now. I bet they're the ones who need extra points the most. The tension is pretty high. I hope Hoshi and Selena are both doing okay. Now that I think about it, I haven't told either of them I was going to help today. Who should I help today? Come on, just make a decision, man. It's hard to believe it's Wednesday already. I stayed up so late doing homework last night, I could barely concentrate. On a positive note, however, I have most of the exhibit's research completed. Can you help me glue these pictures to the poster board? Sure, no problem. So which one do you think is the cutest? What? Which of these boys? To attract people in my body language exhibit, I use celebrities from popular boy bands. Which do you think is the cutest? The faces are blurred out. But you know what they look like, don't you? Just from their bodies? Isn't that a little creepy if you do? Not really. I don't really follow that kind of thing. I don't have much of an opinion, really. Really? Neither do I. But I know a lot of the other girls talk about it a lot. I thought maybe you did too. No, not really. Shoji, you've glued your hand to the poster. What? This is the last day to work on the exhibits for the festival. I heard rumors about some girls not getting any sleep because they worked through the night. I hope neither Hoshi or Selena had to do that, with their extremely complicated cutting out pictures of boys from boy bands and gluing to a poster. We'll have to actually set up the exhibit today and make sure everything looks right. That'll probably take a lot of time though. I won't be able to help both of them. Who should I help set up their exhibit? Okay, if I go help Selena now, it's just kind of spitting in their face. Because, I mean, didn't help with the project at all, just came to set it up. Come on. Shoji, I believed you came. Stop being so relieved. We're clearly in this project together. Setting up this body language exhibit is difficult. I have to lift this trifold board and put it on the desk all by myself. Could you give me a hand? These posters need to go on the screen behind us. And we're going to need a table out front here for the papers. I also made little booklets for how to read a guy's body language. Do you like them? Oh my god, this story is putting me to sleep. You mean you made... Ugh, jeez. You mean you made little guides for people to figure out that I'm actually a boy? What a nice idea. It must have taken you a while. Yeah, look at that boyish body language. Standing with your arms slightly out to the side like that. Or when you hold your hand up in front of your face like boys totally do. Not really, I just made one, and then the rest was just copying and stapling. They're not very large. Thank you for helping me. This would be a huge project otherwise. I'd do whatever it took to look good. Don't worry about it. Besides, you were so prepared, it's not like we really needed to rush. But that's true. I feel bad for some of the girls who got a slow start. But I guess that's their own fault. They could suck it. So, you did want to make an exhibit yourself? Hey, whoa, hey, I thought I was part of this exhibit. No, that seems like a lot of work, and I would rather just help out. I don't need the points anyway, and you have to put something together as a class representative. It's only right that I help you. You're very kind, Shoji. When we're done, I think this will work great. The festival really livened things up around here. All the popular subjects. We have crepe and also and the other ones. It's nice to see the results, especially after how hard everyone worked. There's so many stalls about different things. Some of the girls do have interesting hobbies and crafts. But there's not really much here I'd want to buy. Fans and flower crowns aren't really my style, even in my girl persona. Oh yeah, there's that super mannish pose he's doing right there. Though, I'm not going to turn down cotton candy. A guy can have a sweet tooth after all. Maybe I'll grab some after I visit Selena and Hoshi, though. Wow, her stall looks busier than I expected. Now, what do you think his body language is saying about her?
He's definitely into her.
How do you know that?
Well, I don't know exactly.
You might realize why you think that if you look through the book. It was some subconscious cues that we pick up on.
Oh, hold on. Let me check that out.
I mean, you could just tell me it is your presentation. I don't have to read a book that you found, but you know. She's really teaching them how to read body language? I better stand like some of the girls around here. Unlike I'm doing right now.
Okay, so he's leaning slightly toward her rather than away. And his feet are actually pointed in her direction.
It would be pretty weird if he was standing there and his feet were pointed backwards, huh?
That would mean he isn't subconsciously thinking about leaving the conversation.
Plus, his hands are tucked into his pockets, leaving his chest open. If he was closed off the conversation, he crossed his arms instead. Hey, what do you know? That's what I'm doing right now while playing this. Excellent. That's completely right. Here's a picture with his face not poured out. Doesn't that kind of... Wait, doesn't that kind of just, you know, like... ruin the whole confidentiality or whatever she's trying to do with blurring faces anyways? Let's see. Now it's much easier to tell that he's interested in her based on the kissy face that he's making. Oh, it's the phone. Let me go see who's on the line. way. Yeah, my name's Chris Bradle. My credit card. Are you sure I need that to win? Yeah, okay, let me get it real quick. Hold on. 222. Yeah, the last one was a 2. Great. Oh, the security code? 490. Cool. Hey, thanks so much. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Guys, I can't believe it. I just won a trip to the Bahamas. They said all they needed was my credit card info, and they could confirm that it was me, and I would win. So I just gave it to them, and they said they'll call back in a couple weeks with my ticket information. Man, that's so sweet. I don't know why they needed the bank information when they already had the credit card. Oh well. I'll let you guys know how it went later. Anyways, back to business. So, here we go. But you could tell that a baby for boy without seeing his face as well. Isn't that a little too analytical? Shoji here was very perplexed about something. But we don't need to see her body language to know that. Sorry, I was just thinking. How's it going? Your booth looks pretty popular. It is, but once word got around that there was a stall for figuring out what guys are thinking. Well, I'm sure you can imagine it beat the entire school as lesbians. Why couldn't she have made a stall about what girls are thinking? I'm glad it turned out so well. Has our teacher been by yet? Yes, all the teachers came around to look at the stalls before the festival was open to anyone else. And they seemed pleased with my materials and presentation. That's good to hear. Looks like you're going to be busy for a while, so I'm going to go look at some of the other stalls. Oh, just as I predicted. After all, your feet were turned the other way. Speaking of, you should see a doctor because your ankles are probably broken. It's a little scary, you know? Sorry, I try not to overanalyze you if you're not comfortable with it. I mean, it's not like I have any reason for you to not analyze me. Oh, it's just, it looks like Selena's at her stall. I should probably go say hi. Oh, sure, Shoji, that's fine. Enjoy the festival. There aren't as many people at Selena's booth, but these must all be sports enthusiasts.
And here is one of our very own track stars now. Why did we put your face up there in the collage, Shoji?
I'm not that good. I'm not even better than you.
Isn't she modest?
It's not modesty. I've literally never beaten her. Except for the time that I did, but then again, I did kick her feet out from under her.
Anyway, why don't you volunteer to demonstrate the ideal running pose for them?
That's not how volunteering works. What does she mean by ideal running pose anyways? She didn't prepare me for this. I just run in whatever way feels natural. I always just run like this.
See? Incorrect form can lead to injury and slow you down, which is one of the many reasons why track is such a difficult competitive sport.
Is she trying to convince him that track is harder than their sports? Can't say I'm surprised. Selena's usually competitive whenever she can be. But she doesn't seem to take winning or losing too seriously, so I guess she just likes the thrill.
So how are you enjoying the festival, Shoji? This is your first one with our school, so I guess you're kind of a freshman in that way. You can still be impressed by this kind of thing. If it's your fourth time around, it kind of loses its charm.
I think it's really interesting. You can tell that everyone worked hard on it.
Yeah. I heard the teachers went around this morning and took down booths that weren't any good.
Wow, that's rude. They can do that?
Anyway, this one got good remarks since there's so much informational research. It'll also help get more of the underclassmen interested in trying out for track next year.
Man, I bet you could get so much information out of this just restaurant over here. With friggin', here's some noodles. Wanna buy some noodles? Sounds like you rehearsed that pretty well.
I like to cover all the bases. But it is actually true, you know. Miss Rowan's pretty desperate to find someone to replace us once we graduate, seeing as there's only 3 or 4 people in the school. Unless you manage to beat me, though, I think my track record is pretty safe where it stands.
Track record? Well, I haven't caught up yet.
No, but maybe you will. It's still pretty early in the year. I'm glad you stopped by. I'll see you this afternoon once it starts getting dark.
What? Why?
The fireworks display, obviously. Didn't you hear about it?
No, I must have missed it.
Ow! It's the coolest part of the whole stupid festival. Every year, the teachers get together and set off fireworks in the sports field. Then the whole school goes out to watch. Last year was one of our teachers lost her eyebrows.
That sounds safe.
It's a great time. In fact, the only part of the festival that's never boring. It's what everyone looks forward to after all the work they do on their booths. You're going to go, right?
Oh, the voice is falling apart. Yeah, I definitely will.
Great, then I'll have someone to sit with. I mean, if you're okay with that.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, see you there, Shoji.
Shoji, I got so caught up in the exhibit I forgot to ask if you were coming to watch the fireworks. Which I suppose you are, seeing as you're here. A bit silly of me to ask now, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't want to miss them. Even though I just learned about them. Looks like most of the school's here, too.
Hey, Shoji. Hi, Hoshi. You came to watch the fireworks, too?
Yes, I didn't get to see much of the festival today, since I mostly stayed at my booth. But I definitely didn't want to miss the fireworks.
I feel you. By the time I started wandering around, some people were already packing up their things.
Oh, we should find a place to sit.
This way! I got here early and scoped out a good spot.
This is actually a nice place to watch the fireworks from. And we're not too crowded by other people.
Well, let me sit your lap, Shoji!
What? Why?
Don't be a spoil sport. I just want to sit with you.
Why don't you sit next to me? I don't think I'll be able to see very well. Plus, you might get lifted up.
Well, let's test it.
Please don't sit on my lap. Hoshi, help me. I think you can probably see fine, can't you? Give it a trajectory of our fireworks. There's really no way of helping you in your way. Whose side are you on?
Oh, fine. I just wanted to get some fun rumors going.
Well, sorry to spoil your fun. The sun's almost set anyway. It should be starting soon. They really are pretty. A little loud though. My favorite part about fireworks is the sound they make, but I think it scares Hoshi. She jumps every time one goes off. She was holding onto my sleeve a minute ago. Selena just cheers every chance she gets.
Wow! We should have brought sparklers! Then that would give us something to do between fireworks.
I don't know if I'd trust you with a sparkler.
Probably wise.
Here's the next one anyway. Our teacher kind of wants I could talk. Wow. I really didn't expect you to say something like that. It's just an observation. I learned better in my study. What happened? Nothing happened that time. Must have been a dud.
Whoa! That was awesome! Best firework yet!
What are you saying? Nothing even happened.
Encore!
How did she manage to start a whole round of applause for a dud? She really is enthusiastic, isn't she? I think it's a mix between that and completely sarcastic, but I'm never sure which is which. It must be starting to wind down now. I lost track of time. I don't even know when we started laying down to watch them. Well, I better go clean up my stall.
Oh, that's right. I need to do that too. I'll come with you.
Have a good night, Shoji.
Bye!
Bye. I think my eye is twitching. Things like this just keep happening. I don't know if things are getting more normal, if I'm getting more crazy. But pretending to be a girl isn't half bad, really. Not when it gives me friends like those. Still, I can't help but wonder what they would do if they found out. They'd probably think I was some kind of pervert. Would we still be friends then? Could we ever be more? Or are our relationships like these fireworks, bright and blazing one moment, and then dark and silent the next? Maybe I am going crazy. Anyways, the fireworks were really nice. Really were nice. It's odd to think that we won't be going back to school on Monday. Wait, why? I've been so focused on school and maintaining my cover as a girl, I didn't even think about break. Oh, what kind of break? From what I heard, the majority of girls leave to see their families. It makes sense. But I can't really go out to see mine, so I'm stuck here. It's not so bad though. I bet I'll be able to travel around town a little. I might even get to wear some of my own clothes. Actual boy clothes, that is. Still, a week seems like a pretty long time. Isn't it a little late for visitors? Whoa! I'm sorry. Your wife was still on. I hope you were awake, because I'm still on too. I was. Don't worry. Did you want to come in, or you stand in the hall in your underwear? Am I interrupting anything? No, not all. Not all. Really, come on. Thank you. So, did you enjoy the festival? The festival? Is that what she came to talk about? It was pretty good, yeah. There's so much to see. I think everyone worked really hard. I'm glad you like it here. I might be wrong, but I think you're liking it at this school. Of course I am. Did you want to talk about if I like it here or not? What? Oh, no. Actually, I was going to ask what you're doing this week. Over the break, I mean. Oh, I'm not actually doing anything. My parents are traveling, so I'm sort of stuck here over the break. Why do you ask? Well... I was wondering... Would you like to stay with me over the break? My family is going to be gone, you see, so I will be at the house by myself. Ooh. There's a close by and we could keep studying together too. Do you think this is a good idea? Heck yeah! We could study the crap out of that place. Sure, sounds like a great idea. Really? I'm glad you think so. I'm looking forward to this break a lot more now. With my family out of town too, I was worried I'd end up spending it alone. Why is your family out of town? Oh, my older brother has a break from school to stay a week. He's studying abroad, and you're flying out to see him. I guess Shoji was supposed to ask her the question. Since we live so close, I see them fairly often. So it's not really an issue, just a bit of inconvenient timing. Oh, that makes sense. Don't worry, I would have been spending the break alone too. I'm glad you asked. I'll come by tomorrow to get you, and make sure you packed enough clothes. Have a good night, Shoji. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, so much for normal clothes. Oh, where do you go? Wow, you change real fast. Let's see what you have packed. Hey, don't go through my stuff. I have a lot of boy clothes in there. Well, I've already closed everything up. But I'm sure I have enough since it's got me through a week here. Well, we usually wear uniforms. Well, it doesn't matter. If you should run out of clothes, we can always purchase more. It might be fun to go shopping sometime. If you have everything ready, we could go ahead and leave. I went ahead and packed last night. I probably should have done that. I was half asleep this morning. But I don't have much to begin with, so I'm sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I'd say goodbye to your door for now. I probably won't even be gone long enough to miss it. Hey, a new background. Finally. Hoshi doesn't live that far away, but it still took a while to get there. Her house is nice, though. Is it this? Is this our house? It would get lonely being here by yourself for several days. Whoa. This used to be my boarder's bedroom, but he's at boarding school now too. So my parents converted it to a guest bedroom. Do you mind sleeping in here? I can go to sleep now anyways. No, it looks great. Okay then, I'll wedge you a pack and get settled in. I should probably keep most of my boy clothes in the suitcase. Maybe she won't notice too much that way. After unpacking and having takeout with Hoshi, it was nice just to settle in and relax. Tomorrow, shopping is on the agenda, so that we can stock up on some food. Maybe I could pick up some more clothes while I'm out. But after that, I'm not sure what we're planning on doing for the rest of the week. Well, it's Hoshi, so I do know that we're going to be studying. I don't have a problem with that. That we've already reached the first break in the semester means entrance exams are coming up quick. I need to be as prepared as possible. Really, I should make the best of Hoshi's company. Though this does feel a little domestic. I wish he knew that I was actually a guy. Then I wouldn't feel so guilty. Or creepy. Monday. Good morning. After tests at the festival, I thought taking a day with wax might be a good idea. Since we shot most of yesterday, I don't really know if that counts as relaxing. Not when you're a guy trying to pick out a skirt, it doesn't. If you don't mind, of course. Actually, that sounds like a really good idea. Did you have anything in mind? Look, wait. I was just going to lounge around and watch TV for a bit. But you're the guest, so feel free to watch whatever you want. I don't watch TV much anyways, so I don't have much of a preference. I don't even have one in my room, but the one in here works. I'll just let you pick. Maybe you know more about it than I do. What kind of show should we watch? Well, it's the middle of the day, so the only thing on is probably those cheesy soap operas. Okay, I'll see if I can find one. Isn't this the kind of thing girls like? I don't know, I mean, it just seems like it. Everyone is reasonably good looking and upset with each other. Wait, is this what I think it is? This plot doesn't seem very plausible. He was pretending to be a girl the whole time to prove his ex-wife's husband was a cheater. Somebody totally would have noticed. Why did this have to happen in an episode we watched? Why did I pick this in the first place? Yep, definitely impossible. I don't think it's supposed to seem that way though. It's amazing how many of these shows went for years. I wonder how they could keep the plot going. I'm pretty sure they just pull random nonsensical stuff out of a hat. Now things are getting steamy. Oh, great. How am I supposed to sit here with a straight face and watch this with Hoshi? She's sitting here with a pretty straight face. She's awfully aggressive. Are girls into that kind of thing? Are we even watching the right thing? Her bra is really pretty. Are those handcuffs? I can't tell if he's getting kinky or if he's about to reveal that he's a cop. Did Hoshi just say kinky? With this show, I think either of those options is plausible. I can't believe they're allowed to show this on TV. Phew, thank the Lord. I've never been happier to see commercials. Tuesday. Shoji, are you studying? No, I'm not, obviously. Come on in. I was digging through some boxes that were packed away and found some games. I thought maybe you want to play. Sure, that sounds great. And super normal, actually. Look, wait, we have board games, and we can even hook up my brother's old gaming console to that TV. Which do you want to play? How about one of the board games? Damn it, Shoji. If I picked video games, I might be a little too suspiciously good at them. Ooh, burn on girls. Girls can't play games. Haha, girl gamers. That's rude. Come on, Shoji. For reals. Besides, at least then we won't be overwriting anyone's saves. Jeez, come on. Alright, but you better watch out. This is my element. I am a board game queen. Oh yeah? I can hold my own balls. If you say so, I'll set up the board for us. You already know how to play Squibble, right? I'm pretty sure I do. You have to make different words, and the longer the word, the more points you get. It really does play to Hoshi's strengths, but I think I can give her some competition. Prepare for coup de grace. This word is worth 43 points, all by itself. It's no good. She's gonna beat me by a landslide. I should have played landslide. It's a good thing we don't add any house rules, huh? House rules? You know, like losing one article of clothing every time you score less points. Ooh. Is that some variation of strip poker? Yeah, it's strip scribble. Scribble! Why didn't they... Sounds more like a drawing game. Of course, if you want to, we could always start playing that way. Herc? I'm sorry, I was only kidding. I didn't think you would assume I was serious. Sometimes it's hard for me to sound like I'm joking. It's not like I just walk into the room in my underwear or anything. You scared me there for a second. I'd be naked before you'd even take off your shoes. I probably wouldn't be welcome in her house anymore after that. If this world is anything to go by, that might be true. You got that right. You won by a landslide. Sorry. When I was a kid, I played this game all the time. I probably had an unfair advantage. Don't worry though, we have some other board games we're not as experienced with. It'll be a more even playing field. As long as there's no nudity involved. Wednesday. We've spent the last couple of days relaxing, but I'm worried that all the learning I did in school will drain out of my mind. I don't know what you mean. I already feel some of what we studied starting to slip away just because we're not in class. We had better start cramming then. Oh, that's right. We had better start cramming something. That is if you're okay with it, of course. I know we're supposed to be on break, so it's fine if you don't want to. No, I really do need to study. If I don't crack open a textbook soon, I'll feel guilty. What a weirdo. It's settled that I didn't want to be a bad host and bore you. So, what should we study? I need some help with those grammar quizzes we always do at the beginning of class. Grammar quizzes? Was he a frickin' second grader? It's like the teacher deliberately picks out the most obscure thing to ask questions about. I don't think anyone would actually care about those kind of mistakes in real life. Oh wait, sure. Let me grab my textbook. Thanks. Being curled up on the bed with Hoshi like this is a lot different from when we're at school. It's so casual. Or is it more than that? There's a dog outside. I'd better start paying more attention to the grammar. Although this is so one-sided, it's turned more into a tutor. Wow, maybe I do need to work on my grammar. It's turned into more of a tutoring session. Well, I helped you with that, so do you mind if we look at math now? Nope, I'm all ears. I'm glad. I'm not very good at it, so I need all the studying I can get. I don't understand how it could be so difficult. There are only formulas. You just have to do exactly what you're supposed to, one step at a time. But just when I think I have it figured out, I realize it's the wrong answer. At least it gets easier the more you practice. Sometimes with grammar, I could practice a lot and still feel like I'm getting nowhere. It can be very situational. At least numbers aren't not undifferent in that way. You have a point. Let's work on some of these test problems in the book together. Oh wait, let me grab my calculator. Dot. Ugh. How long have we been studying? My brain is fried. I think I'm actually seeing numbers dancing in front of my eyes. Hoshi is practically fallen asleep on my shoulder. I would wake her up, but she looks so comfortable. I'm pretty comfortable too, now that I think about it. Maybe we can just put math aside for now and doze off like this. Thursday! All that studying yesterday really wore me out, and we've been cooped up inside for a while. Do you want to go out for a bit? Sure, I think a little sun would do us some good. Some sun does sound nice. We don't get any through these gigantic wall windows here. Where would you like to go then? The park. Maybe we could visit the park. The weather's really nice, and I could get some exercise. Being lazy is like a vicious cycle. Sure, that sounds great. Looks like there's a breeze outside. I think we have a kite packed away somewhere. Really? If you want to go find it, I can make us something to eat. Might be a little buried since we haven't used it in a long time. I'm not sure I can find it, but I'll go look. She found a lot more than just the kite. Guess all the other outdoor stuff was packed along with it. Your family must be the really outdoorsy type. My mom is, I guess. But I tend to take after my dad. We're both bookworms who like nothing more than to be cooped up in a room all day. She likes to drag us outside to stay healthy, but not enough to avoid going nearsighted, I guess. Est lavi. I'm pronouncing these things wrong on purpose, by the way. Don't comment on it. But do you want to fly the kite now? Sure. But is it difficult? I've never actually flown one before. Really? Not even at festivals? That's alright. I'll just have to show you how. We need to let it catch the breeze. And you hold this. Now give it a running start? I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to control this thing? It's moving all over the place. Whoa! I didn't mean to run into Hoshi. I was watching the kite. Are you okay? Yeah, Shoji, but could you get off of me? This doesn't look right at all. Sorry. Let me help you up. What? Do you realize what just happened? I fell on top of you and it was borderline inappropriate? This is how we met, remember? I mean, you did end up on top of me the first time, but you went into me, quite literally. Literally. That's true. I didn't think about that. I was too distracted by the fact that I was flattening you. It's okay, I'm not delicate or anything. I really need to pay better attention. It's not your fault, there's no harm done. Oh, by the way, call an ambulance because my head is bleeding. Maybe I should have done a little demonstration before handing you the reins. I hope I didn't damage the kite either. I'm sure it's fine, it's really durable. I crashed it before when I was first learning. Well, come on, let's go get it. Then maybe we could play tennis instead. I think we've drawn a little too much attention to ourselves with that fiasco. Who cares? Friday! This week went by so quickly, Shoji. I'd still like to brush up on some more studying before we go back to school. I've done less than I usually do. I understand. I should do the same. I haven't actually been alone over this break, so I've had things to do. But I don't want to let that get in the way of my grades. Do you want to listen to some music while we study? It sounds like a great idea to make it less tedious, as long as I don't get too distracted. Well, what kind of music do you want to listen to? Totally pop music. I usually listen to pop music while you study. That's different. Okay, I can put some on. Really, I just said the first thing that came to mind. Most girls listen to boy bands, right? Up here, I think this is a recent playlist. Hoshi must not listen to pop very much either. It's a little too hard to focus with all this noise. And some of these lyrics are so explicit. I don't even know what some of it means, but I can tell it's dirty. I really haven't listened to this kind of music in a long time. I wonder if it makes Hoshi uncomfortable. I'm never gonna learn anything at this rate. Saturday! Hey, tomorrow is probably going to be spent packing and traveling, so I thought that maybe you would go out one last time. We could make a day of it. That sounds like a great idea. I have a few places in mind for us to go, if you want to start getting ready. Alright, and I'll do that. I'll wear some casual clothes, since I won't be able to dress like this as much once school starts. Shoji, can I get your help? Whoa! Why are you walking around in here like that so casually? I can't get my bra to latch. I think the metal latch is bent oddly, so I can't connect it. Can you do it for me? Sure. Girls gotta help each other out, right? At least she came in here with some clothes on. Just turn around. I appreciate it. I hope it's not broken too badly. I like this bra. So do I, but I didn't expect to be seeing it again for like the 50th time. I really hope my face isn't red. There. I unbent the latch too, so you shouldn't have as much trouble putting it on. Oh, thank you, Shoji. Oh, you almost ready? Yes, almost. Just a second. Just go put some clothes on. Oh, wait, I'll finish getting ready. Why is she even wearing that out? Isn't that more for, like, evening activities? I hope she isn't planning on going to a bar tonight. And even if she was, why would it matter what she wore under it? Unless... Oh no. I hope her night before school doesn't start... Her night before school starts doesn't involve other guys. It's one thing, acting like a girl around other girls. But around guys? And what if Hoshi goes out with someone? That shouldn't bother me, but... Ugh. This could be a real mess. Oh boy, Shoji. Take your time though, the library isn't far from here. The library... A new term is where we'll start next time. So this time we've learned a lot of things, I suppose. We have learned that, well, honestly, not very much. Spent a lot of time with Hoshi. We had an opportunity to spend some more time with the, oh, sorry, one sec. Hello? Oh. It's my bank. I'll get back to you real quick. There's a charge on my account from where? For how much? Oh, okay. No, I won a contest. That should be the people. They just said that they were going to charge it and then give it back to me in a week, so go ahead and approve that. Yeah, I know. It's almost the balance that I have in my account, but that's okay. It's going to come back. It's going to come back soon. Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, thanks.